What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 2 for 2, your sports podcast for the culture, by the voice of the culture. I'm your host, Keith, and I'm here as always with my brother Nell. We're back with another episode for you guys, man. The final episode before the NFL season ends. It's season 3, episode 55. You know what we're talking about, the NFL. Nell, my brother, how you feeling?
Can't complain, man. You ready for football this weekend?
Hey, read your shirt. That's all
Let's
I
go.
got. Two
Okay.
words. 2 words.
TB12 ain't there no more, though.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You see the colors.
I
Did you
see.
know? Did you see the stat I sent you on Twitter?
When did you send this?
Probably like 20 minutes ago. The Buccaneers have the most passing yards in the NFL since 2018.
Cool.
Bet you didn't know that.
Nah, I didn't.
I bet you didn't. So I thought it was cool, obviously. But
I mean,
Nah,
yeah,
man.
like, you got Jameis, 30 for 30,
Jameis and Tom.
TB12 coming in there. I'm not shocked by it. It's a nice
Okay.
little stat for y'all.
Thank you. I was gonna say my stat, man. I'm excited. But nah, bro, like you said, NFL season is upon us, and week 1 is got a different feel this year. Not just from the sense of it's happening, but I mean we got football on what? We got football on 4 nights for the NFL to start the season. Thursday night.
There's a Saturday game?
No, not 4 days in a row, but 4 days.
Oh, okay.
Because they got Thursday, but we'll count Monday. So Thursday they got a Friday game for the first time in I think ever. Sunday games.
Nah,
And then we got
maybe not the first game ever, but remember we had the Black Friday game last year.
Oh shoot. Okay.
I think
You're
they
right.
said this like the first time there's like an opening week game on a Friday since like the 70s.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. So, hey, that's crazy. And then, you got college football in there on Saturday. So, for my football fans, we're officially back in the swing of things, man. So, we're going to talk about it now. Last week, we did the NFC East, AFC East preview. We rattled all those off. But we never talked about some of our more detailed predictions, man. So, we're going to talk about first our MVP predictions for this season. Who you got this year winning the MVP now? I'm excited.
I'm going to go with my guy, Josh Allen.
Right. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. I thought, I didn't think long and hard about this, but like I thought about it. I had a conversation with the boys over the weekend and somebody said Josh Allen's never really had that MVP type season. And, I disagree, but I think this year, especially with no Diggs, if they no true number 1 receiver, and if they win their division, which is like a tall task, especially in a tough AFC East, I feel like he's gonna have numbers. This is Josh Allen. He's consistently put up numbers last 3, 4, 5 years. I think if he has his team in position, winning the division, top 2 seed, I think I like Josh's chances. Just going to have to put some respect on his name just because he don't have the weapons that we're accustomed to seeing him have.
Right.
Don't raise your eyes like that, bro.
Bro, we just talked about this last week, and I already told you how I feel about him. That's why.
So
It's
let me
okay.
guess
It was popular though. I mean, not popular. That was a nice pitch. I give you that one. It was decent. I could see it. Hope
if he throws for like 4,000,
that
double-digit
schedule's
rushing,
tough though. That schedule's tough.
that's what makes it even better. It's going to be tested.
Okay.
So you're not going to be able to fight the resume at the end of the season.
Hey, he come out top of the AFC. I think he deserves it. I'm gonna go to the NFC side for this one. It's the same guy I picked last year. And so this is for all the people that say I be hating on the Eagles. I'm gonna give you Maz another chance. I have this weird feeling now. It's more of like I just want to be right thing than like I love to say like Jalen Hurts is the best player in the NFL, but I think Jalen Hurts is primed to have an MVP season. I think he's got everything in place. right? He's got the chemistry with the guys. They added Jahan Dotson as a receiver 3. That's amazing for them. You got Saquon in the backfield with him this year. I mean, it's gonna be a pretty. He's not gonna turn the ball over a lot. He's gonna get a lot of yards. He's gonna score a lot of touchdowns, and they're gonna win a lot of games. So
Had a good amount of turnovers last year.
I mean, but I don't think he will this year. Is what I'm saying. I think he'll have.
I'm with you. I'm just being a devil's advocate.
I understand.
It's a solid pick.
And it's like, it makes sense, right? He's the guy, and shit. The NFL loves him. They love his demeanor. The way the way he catches everything. The Eagles. This is a sort of a redemption type of season for him after getting knocked off to my Bucks last year in the playoffs unexpectedly to sign him. And I like it. And I need him to redeem himself from last year. I also didn't want to say Lamar again because I was talking about.
I knew it. I was waiting on it, honestly.
Yeah. No, I know.
Just because I said Josh.
Yeah.
I can't knock that pick. I just think Hurts will have MVP numbers, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be hard too, with the talent that he has around him. Plays in an easy division. And like I said, he's got the NFC South this year. So it's like when you playing the Redskins and Giants twice, and then you get the South, like you damn near in the playoffs just off of those games right there. So
I mean, okay.
I think Josh is gonna have a better argument at the end of the season.
Oh, absolutely.
With his numbers, his lack of a true number one receiver, and the schedule, and the division.
If the numbers are comparable, and Josh plays really well, or not, excuse me, obviously the numbers are comparable, he play well, but if their team's record reflects, they won some games, they won that division, I'm okay with it. I'm agreeing with you today.
Appreciate you, boss.
Yeah, man.
I'm liking this Josh Allen pick. I feel like I don't think I've ever guessed right on an MVP, but I think that's gonna be my year.
We're gonna try. We might get a defensive MVP this year or something. Who knows?
I doubt it.
They're fighting.
That's what Depoy is for.
Yeah. You're right. What about the Super Bowl? Oh, well, not the Super Bowl. Let me pump the brakes. Rookie of the year. We got some very talented young guys in the league this year. We got some receivers. We got some quarterbacks. We got some defensive linemen, corners. What do you feel?
I'm gonna go Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he comes right in, and obviously he's the number one receiver in Arizona. I think Kyler Murray is going to be looking his way a lot, and he'll have the stats to back it up. So, I'm trying to think what quarterback? Yeah,
I think that's my pick, just because it's an easy pick. But I don't want to go with easy. Let me go.
Quarterbacks are easy.
That's what I'm saying. Let me think. Definitely not Neighbors.
If Caleb doesn't fall on his face, like it's probably his.
Yeah.
Just because the quarterbacks,
I'd like to see Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison Jr. is what? He's now my, I think, proclaimed second Ohio State player that I actually don't just have a great dislike for. I like it if Marvin won. It'd be cool. I like Kyler. Arnold.
Yeah. Just trying to be different,
I'm trying to think. Is anybody else? Anthony Richardson can't run for Rookie of the Year, can he? Or run?
No.
He can't be eligible for that. It's not like the NBA.
No, even then he played last year.
Even if
it was like the NBA.
Damn. Yeah.
Maybe Jaden Daniels.
I was thinking him.
Sneak in.
If the Commanders are, decent, like we talked about, if they can be that team, then I mean, he makes a good argument. I don't see why not. It's gonna. If it's a quarterback, like you said, it'll depend on probably between those two. Who comes out with the better season. Like we saw last year, C.J. Stroud, things of that sort. So, I don't know. I'm gonna roll with you with Marvin. We're gonna say Marvin just for the sake of it being a little bit. What about the Super Bowl? This is where it's gonna get interesting. I don't think we predicted it right last year. Did we? Nope. 'Cause I had the
Super
Eagles
Bowl?
making it. Nope, I had the Eagles making it.
Yeah, no, I try to be different instead of going. I didn't want to
I
go
had,
back to back Chiefs 49ers, so I went, I think, Jets 49ers.
yeah, I was Ravens Eagles
If I
last year.
wasn't being stubborn, I would have had it right.
I'm not gonna lie, Ravens Eagles sounded good again though.
Not really.
Nah, I ain't giving them that credit. Either of them.
I
Where you
think
leaning?
you're gonna hate where I'm going with this. It's
That's
a
just
team in the AFC East.
oh,
It's like,
bro.
nah, I don't. I want to say the Jets again, just cause,
You got that
but
feeling? A-Rod in the playoffs.
just got a little itch. I really want to say the Bills, just cause.
Wait, nah,
I mean, look, I kind of want to throw the Bengals in there too. Joe Burrow can get in there. Honestly, I really don't know on the AFC side. It's like
come on,
really,
man. It's
there's a bunch of teams. Like obviously, you gotta start with the Chiefs. Like it starts and ends there. But I feel like after that, there's like legit like if the Chiefs don't go this year, it's probably legit 5 teams that I could see being in the Super Bowl, at least at this point of the season.
Well, name them.
Let's see, we got Baltimore,
Okay.
we got the
The Bengals.
Jets.
Bengals, Jets.
Bengals low key in that mix. They're like I would put them on like the second tier. Like if they
Okay.
get into the playoffs hot, I like Joe Burrow's the type that can maybe ride that wave. Um, who else? Uh, is it too early for Houston?
I watched some stuff this weekend that somebody had them in there.
Let's
And
see.
they might be in mine.
So we got New York, Houston, Baltimore, Cincy, and Buffalo.
What about the Steelers?
Nah, come on, yeah. Let's
Dolphins?
just be realistic. I mean, I think they're going to be one of those teams you got to contend with, but I don't know. I don't really take the Dolphins serious come playoff time. I just got to see
Okay.
more. I got to see after that playoff game in Kansas City, like either the Dolphins got to outright have home field throughout the playoffs, or I got to see Tua prove that he can, play in cold weather.
Okay.
So it's really a
Look,
toss up. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs right now just because they're the favorite. But I think those 5 teams I named, I think they could all be in the mix at the end of the year.
okay. Who they gonna play?
San Francisco.
Just like that.
Yeah. I mean, Philly's definitely in the mix too. It's the only 2 teams I could really. Detroit has a chance. Detroit definitely got a chance. Those are the only 3 teams I can see coming out the NFC. But I'm gonna roll with San Fran right now. See, it's so basic just to pick the Chiefs and 49ers again, but I'm gonna go. Nah, going Detroit just sounds crazy.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna still go 49ers. So as of right, see, that's boring. Right now I'm 49ers Chiefs, but in my mind I'm really I don't know. I just got so many scenarios in my head. I was about to say Bills Lions, but that just don't even sound right to me.
It doesn't. That sounds like a nasty Thanksgiving game.
Ravens Eagles would be jumping. I just don't see it.
I'm gonna go Ravens Lions. I'm gonna give the Ravens another shot. I'm gonna give Lamar
Okay.
another shot. I got backlash from
the two
Walt.
runner-ups.
Hey, Walt gave me.
They get the job done this year.
I don't see why not. I don't see a world where the Ravens, you add Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? They shored up that defense. Guys got better. You draft a corner that you like, Nate Wiggins, to go on the other side of Marlon Humphrey. I know that people give Marlon Humphrey a hard time, but I don't see many weaknesses on that defense. Then you got Lamar, like I said. I think he has enough. I think Zay Flowers is gonna be much better. I think they're gonna get more out of Rashad Bateman. That there's something there. Do they have another receiver I'm forgetting? I mean, you got Mark Andrews at tight end. It's no excuse for Lamar.
No
Paul gave me a hard
excuse.
time. He gave me a hard time about it. So I'm okay with it. But I think this team should be able to win a Super Bowl, go to the Super Bowl. And then the Lions, something about the Eagles, man. I just think, I could very well see them being in there. I picked Ravens Eagles last year. I don't want to pick the same thing twice again. I already did it earlier with the Jalen Hurts pick. But like you said, I could see it, but something tells me that it's probably less likely than we expect. And I think the Lions have an edge to them. I think the Niners have so much going on with that just little drama with, Ayuk in this contract. They got the Trent Williams contract done. And Ricky Pearsall is supposed to be able to play now that he was shot. I don't know. Brock Purdy, we're CMC injury away from something bad happening. I don't know. I'm just not feeling the Niners. And, I would love to say it to Philly, but no. I feel like the Lions got it, man. I think they're going to have a shot at it this year. I think Jameson Williams is going to come on strong this year, too. Hopefully. It's time for him to. I think that defense got a lot better. They drafted, 2 corners, 3 corners, signed Carlton Davis. We talked about them. They still got Aiden Hutchinson. I like that. I think Ravens Lions.
Not mad at it.
Who's going to win? Right.
Okay.
Not being a homer at all.
Sounds like it, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Hopefully Baltimore don't let you down.
Hopefully not. I would like to go to a playoff game this year if I could. But
Okay.
before we look too far ahead, man, we got to look at week 1, man. There's some really, really good games worth watching. I mean, shoot. Me and Nell, we just carved out just the 4 primetime games that the NFL has given us week 1. We got Chiefs versus Ravens on Thursday night. Like I said, the Eagles and the Packers, Friday night. I think the Sunday night game is the Rams and the Lions. And then they got the Niners and the Jets as well. Those are 4 big games. So we're going to look at those 4. And we're going to pick our winners right here, live on 2 for 2 today. We're going to start with Chiefs Ravens. We just talked about the AFC and how it's a toss-up. I just talked about Lamar Jackson and what they've added over there in Baltimore, and it's time for him to take that next step. NFL gives you the big fish. Game 1, night 1. Pat Mahomes and the boys. How you feeling about this one, Nelly?
I'm excited. Regardless of who wins, should be a great matchup.
Yeah.
Rematch of the AFC Championship. Surprisingly, I think the Ravens are gonna shock the world this time around. We saw the Chiefs. We saw it last year. Nobody expected Detroit to go up in there and get a W.
That's right.
And you just rattled off about that defense and their secondary. Detroit wasn't walking in there with a juggernaut defensively, and they
and Pat Mahomes plays around a little bit in the beginning of this.
They still got to kind of work some chemistry out. He's got a couple of new receivers. They lost a couple of pieces on defense, but they'll still be fine. Gonna be a lot of emotion, obviously, hanging up that banner. So I just think Lamar is gonna be out. He's, he wants this back in blood. I think he's gonna be out, try to prove some doubters wrong. Try to get rid of that taste that is the AFC Championship loss that he faced against Pat Mahomes. So I think Lamar is going to come out and have a great game. I think Derrick Henry is going to set the tone, and I think he'll rush for 100 yards. And I think the Ravens will, make a impact and, a statement week 1 with a win over Kansas City. That's what I'm feeling.
I like the Ravens as well.
All going to be calling us Ravens homers again. I'm waiting on the text right now.
Thursday. It's gonna happen. He might as well go ahead and listen to it now. He might as well just text him and let him know. But I think because kind of like I said, Pat Mahomes and those guys, they're still experimenting. You know, they got a lot of new weapons out there for them. A lot of young gadget players. Xavier Worthy's the speedster out of Texas. Rashee Rice is back. I think they come out a little bit more lax though than the Ravens, right? The Ravens are a hardball coach team. They're gonna be clicking on all cylinders. You know, they're a team that runs the football, and they're gonna be able to do that well. And I think that they'll do it just fine in week one. And I think that'll give them the edge. I think, it'll definitely be exciting. I think it'll go back and forth. But I think Baltimore's a team. They start the season off a lot better. I think they're just gonna play these regular season games really, really well, and the Chiefs will kind of, experiment, figure things out as they go on the fly, and they'll get. Then by playoff time, they'll be right where they need to be. So it could be a little sloppy. Usually Thursday night games in general are really sloppy. Granted, it's the first game of the season. Everybody should be healthy, well rested. But I like the Ravens in this one too, man. It'll be fun. It'll be fun though.
Great way to start the season.
Yeah, definitely with a bang. I can't wait. I mean, I wish it was out here, man. That would be a game to go see for sure. But what about the Brazil game? They got the players out there. Packers, Eagles, they saying they can't go outside. They saying they shouldn't be there. The crime rate's too high. They're messing up the product. And right now, the Eagles got to wear black helmets for the first time. I think I saw or something crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Packers, your last year they spoiled your season. Jordan Love, a guy that you still not that high on, he got paid. They got Josh Jacobs over there now. Aaron Jones is out. The team got a little bit better. The Eagles got Saquon. What we thinking? Packers Eagles Friday night.
Yeah, I think it's a good matchup. I think the key will be whether or not the Eagles can get pressure on Jordan Love. Offensive line played pretty well for Green Bay last year, bringing most of that unit back. So now you, like I said, got Josh Jacobs, got new running back, new run game, still a really young team, got a lot of young receivers. So I think they'll be a good team this year. Jordan Love should have that offense running smoothly and even better than last year. He kind of got off to a slow start and then picked it up towards the end of the season. But like I said, if they can get pressure on him and not let him just sit back all day and kind of pick apart that secondary. I know the Eagles got, a whole new revamped secondary. You bring Gardner Johnson back, drafted a bunch of corners, still got Darius Slay there. But, wasn't great last year. We saw a lot of teams, even with, the pass rushers that they had, guys were just sitting back and, just picking that secondary apart. So they can get pressure on Jordan Love, and we'll see what the improvements the secondary has made, new defensive coordinator, all that. But, Saquon, A.J. Brown, Devontae, Hurts, they put together a solid game. I think the Eagles will come away with this. I think it'll be a close game, put on a show for the fans, but I think the Eagles will come away with this in the end. Modest 6-7 point win.
Okay. I think we on the same page so far. I like Philly as well. I think the addition of Saquon is going to be, it'll be a very noticeable change, I think, for Philly fans and for NFL fans, just to see them with a guy that dynamic. Hopefully we get to see, Saquon really put on the show and showcase his talent, because we all know how great of a football player he is. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, I think the Jahan Dotson pickup, like I said earlier, is going to pay dividends for him. Like you said, the Packers are a young team. They're coming off of a pretty good end to the season. Jordan Love he's arrived, he's here. And they have a good coach in Matt LaFleur. And I agree, it'll be a good game. But I think, Brazil, Friday, I'm gonna lean with the vets, with the fearless leadership of Jalen Hurts, the Eagles, to get this one done as well. So we're gonna roll with them. I think we're 2 for 2 so far.
Let's keep
Sunday
it rolling.
Night, Rams Lions. The Rams, Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Kyron Williams. No Aaron Donald. And then you got the Lions, who we just talked about. Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, the 1-2 punch of David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, Aiden Hudson on defense, the revamped secondary. But it's Sean McVay and the Rams, though.
Yeah, I'm rocking with the Rams.
Cool. Week 1, you like Matt Stafford coming out the gate.
Yeah, coming out
Best
the
time
gate.
to catch him.
Look,
Best time to catch him.
didn't get a chance to get your sweet revenge playing in Detroit in the playoffs, so just had to settle for week 1 of the regular season. Won't be as sweet, but sweet enough.
Be a good way to start your season.
Yeah, he'll be a lot more healthy. Cooper Kupp is back for the full season. Puka Nacua, a lot of studs on the outside. I just think they'll make a couple more plays. McVay will pull a couple of great plays out of his bag, and I think they eke one out. Let's say by a field goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the Rams are a dangerous team when they're healthy. They are. Clearly, I like the Lions. Something about them. This is where our roles. This is where
You picked them to get to the Super Bowl, right? So
I mean, I did. I didn't pick them going undefeated, though.
Start the season off right.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game. It'll be a great test. Like all these games are going to be really good.
It'll be a great
hopefully. Yeah, that you got
playoff game came down to the wire too.
Hey, two very unique styles of play, very unique cultures. You got Sean McVay, one of the best play callers in the NFL, if not the best. You got Dan Campbell on the other side with his toughness that he's instilled in this Lions team, and that offense is creative as well. The defense, like we said, got more pieces. I just think the Lions, they make a few less mistakes. I think Matt gonna throw that thing around a little bit. He might make one. I like Goff to take care of it. I think Kyron Williams, they might have to put my boy Blake in real soon. Well, let me backtrack. How healthy is Jahmyr Gibbs?
I didn't know he was hurt.
I think he is. I don't know if he's like 100% out. I'm pretty sure he's going to play, but I think it was a hamstring.
Doesn't
hurt ready
that
to go for week 1. Okay. Well, I'll keep him.
Regardless, won't hurt that you got someone like David Montgomery just in case for things like that.
I'm going to take Lions by 3 as well. I think somebody's walking this one off. Yeah. Okay. Another exciting game Sunday night. Now you got to stay up, man. Can't fall asleep.
I'm here.
You can't fall asleep. Them Cowboys, don't let them ruin you.
We'll see. I don't usually like watching football after a Cowboys L, so
that's what I'm saying. But we got good games on.
I catch the highlights.
Who do y'all play this week?
Cleveland.
Yep. All right. Niners Jets. How we feel about this one, man? Niners, the team that you're
all-star. It's an all-star game right here. Stars on both sides of the ball for both teams.
Yep. You get Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner. Just to name a few, right?
Just to name a few.
You get Ayuk back, Debo, Christian McCaffrey, Fred Warner, just to name a few. My boy Hufunga's back from his ACL getting popped by Rachaad White. Hey, it's a heavyweight matchup, man. Is this not your Super Bowl? Didn't you say Jets Niners?
It's a possibility.
That was one of your endless possibilities here. So
it was like, it was my first possibility before I just went back to the Chiefs.
Okay.
I like the 49ers in this. That offensive line, that new revamped offensive line is going to get put to the test. We'll see how well they can protect Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, if you do that, you give one of the best quarterbacks in the league a chance. But 49ers have been like his kryptonite, when he was in Green Bay those last couple of years. I think it'll be a little bit more of the same. I think they'll be able to make some plays defensively. Ayuk is back, so everyone's back into the fold. They go out there with their top offense and all their playmakers with McCaffrey, Kittle. Should be a great game on both sides, but I expect the 49ers to take care of business and win at home.
Okay, I'm going on the other side. I'm going with the Jets. This is one of those games like New York has been waiting for this game for 2 years, essentially. You know what I'm saying? They lose Aaron Rodgers last year. That defense is chomping at the bit to prove that they are legitimate and that this team is legitimate with a legit guy at quarterback. I said legit a lot of times. I think they're ready. I think, Aaron Rodgers is going to perform well in the big lights. I think he has a lot to prove as well. The Niners will make it tough. But I think they had a lot of dysfunction. Like I said, guys, are you playing this season? Are you practicing? What's the deal? You holding out. Too many guys, doing that. Even Trent Williams, like I said, he got his deal today. I mean, the game's in 4 or 5 days now? You know what I'm saying? So I think the Jets are going to win it. The Hassan Reddick thing over there is something. But outside of him, I mean, everybody's been there. Garrett Wilson's ready to show on a big stage how good he is, right? With Aaron Rodgers. And so I think, Breece Hall will benefit as well from having Aaron Rodgers out there as well. So, and they got a new look offensive line. Shoot. If you're gonna play the Niners at all, as the Jets, you want to play them right now. Right now.
Everybody says that until you 0-1.
Don't got nothing to do with me.
Fair.
But you know what does? I pick them.
You picking the Bucks?
Hey, whoa. Let me introduce the pick'em first.
My bad.
Dang. We're back with the Keith Snell pick'em this year. As you all know, I lost to Nell last year, unfortunately. It was a close one. I got a little greedy with some of my picks. I think Nell's picks were a little bit more on the safe side last season. So hopefully this year we get out there.
I had some crazy ones, yeah.
Hopefully we expand. If y'all remember, if you knew, the pick'em. Each week we go through all the games and we pick a winner. All right, throughout the season you can only pick each team one time. So obviously you got to pick a different person or a different team every time. It benefits you if you know the schedule that's ahead, but that's not always fun. So me and they'll kind of just do it on the spot. Less thinking involved. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody just knows flat out who they want. So for this week, we're going to make our picks. I'm going to keep a graphic this year of teams that me and Nell have picked throughout each week. And hopefully, we'll see who has the higher record at the end of that. All right. So that's
probably me again.
I don't deal in problems. I think that's important.
I do. I dealt in one last year, and it came to be true.
It was about time. I mean, you. I guess I'll let you have. I'm giving you an opportunity to pick first now, as the champion of the pick'em. You get first dibs.
First dibs. I like that.
We also don't tend to pick the same teams. That's just not.
Tend to. The rule is to not pick
you don't. Yeah.
A team twice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you pick the Bucks to win, I'm not going to also pick the Bucks to win. I mean, I could. I know you like them.
Let's see. I'm going to start off with, since my guy has a bit of a tough schedule this year, I'm going to go with the Bills to take care of the Cardinals week 1. Let's go ahead and get that out the way.
You're back picking on the Cardinals, man.
Bro, yo, what can I say? It's week 1, yo. Let me start off right.
Okay, I'm writing it down. Bills over Cardinals.
I could go ahead and pick Washington.
I mean, but you don't want to live on the edge. You don't want to live on the edge. And that's okay.
I will, trust me.
I know. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you have some opportunities to do so. I'm going to use a team that I don't usually use, and I think it'll be a good time to use them early. I'm going to trust my Michigan man here. The Seattle Seahawks take on the Denver Broncos week 1. I think they're going against Bo Nix, rookie quarterback. The Broncos are a little bit disheveled. So I'm going to go with them. And I don't think I'm going to use the Seahawks too many times this season.
Solid. One.
That's my pick. That's my
You're gonna
pick.
be mad when they lose.
I will be very mad. That's a very ugly game. Now I'm gonna have to watch it. Like I don't even want to watch it. I should have picked something a little bit. We should have picked one of them. Well, we already gave our picks for the other thing. Excuse me. So I don't need to give my picks for that. So we'll see how me and Nell do this week as well with our games we're looking forward to. But we won't factor those into the pick 'em. But I mean, no, we can't let you go without telling us what you think about your Cowboys this week, man. How you feeling about your
I
Cowboys?
was hoping we did.
Yeah, no, I got you. It wouldn't be right
I
if I
mean,
didn't talk about my Bucks and you didn't talk about your Cowboys. We gotta have something to talk about next week.
I feel like the Cleveland game's like a toss up. But then
Okay.
again, like I could be overrating my Cowboys or underrating them. I don't know. We'll see what type time they on to start the season. I'm used to starting the season with a team like New York, something easy, something to get me started, quick 1-0.
Man, y'all played the same
But
time as us.
you play at 1 o'clock.
4:25.
I was about to say. I was like, damn.
Oh, that's perfect. You can go right into Rams Lions. You don't even got to fall asleep.
Oh nah. Well, it depends on that.
You would
Depends on the
actually have
result.
to turn. You would have to actually just turn the TV up because it's right.
Yeah. So I'm either going to sleep, getting ready for work tomorrow, or indulging in another game. We'll see.
That is the worst. Having to go to work that next day after a loss Mondays are already shitty.
Oh yeah, I had a rule my freshman year at college. If the Cowboys lost, I was not going to class. Luckily, I think they won 12 or 13 games that year, luckily.
Okay.
But those 3-4 losses, I did not go to class.
Yeah, don't want to be seen
Yeah.
at all. And I've talked up a good bit at my job, so the students they know when it's time to roll around. They talking crazy.
Yeah, I had to let that go because we had a couple rocky seasons after that. I would have been missing a bunch of classes.
Yeah, nah, wouldn't have made it out of IUP. Man.
And shit.
So you got y'all as a toss up. Okay, that's the confidence level. Let's get a confidence meter. Let's start Nell Cowboys confidence meter. Where are we starting the season off?
It's like a 4 right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I'm right now. I think I'm at a level for my Bucks confidence meter.
Talking about just for the week or for the season?
Just about my team at the start of the season.
Okay.
I'm at about a 7. We're gonna monitor that. I'm at a 7. I think we're gonna win this first week against the Commanders. As I said, I spoke well about the Commanders. I'm intrigued to see how well they look. But I'm glad that we get to play them rather week 1. I'll take the rookie quarterback in his first game. As a pro, legitimate game. I'll take Baker week 1 healthy. I'll take Baker up against a lot of guys. He's healthy. I'm just gonna keep it being. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I think we're gonna have a really good game. I think Mike Evans has a big game. I think if any position is weak on that, not any, but one of the weaker positions on that Commanders defense is still corners. They put that guy, what's his name, Emmanuel Forbes. They put him out there. You can go ahead and pencil my boy Mike in for 200.
200? Okay, I drafted him in fantasy in one league, so let me get that week 1.
You better start him. That's all I'm gonna say. That's where we are.
Most passing yards since 2018, right?
Hey, the Bucks.
I better see it on Sunday.
Things don't change. You look, and we got 2 running backs now. We really got 3, and we got a better offensive line. I'm telling you, my confidence level is actually 8. I'm at an 8.
Oh, okay. Let me write
I'm
that
at an
down.
8 on the season.
I'm
at an 8. Yeah.
Let me jot that down.
Yeah.
My man is at an 8.
Let's go. I didn't put us in my Super Bowl. Hey, I saw somebody say they had Baker as a dark horse MVP candidate.
Yeah. What horse is that? You gotta put that horse out of his misery. Let that shit go.
That's crazy, dog. Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one. I'll let you ride. We can end on that one, man. We can
Dark
end on that
horse is
one.
crazy.
We can end on that one, man. That's gonna do it for today's episode of 2 for 2. It's season 3, episode 55. The NFL season is finally back. We are back We'll have a lot of weekly content now. We're discussing the NFL. So stay with us. Continue to put these out. Y'all continue to show love. It makes it easy to do. All right. Everybody keep showing love on Instagram, on TikTok, YouTube page, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Speaker Podcasts, wherever you consume your 2 for 2. We got you covered, man. Thanks for showing love. With that, 2 for 2, we out.